congrats on this film. It's amazing. I love it so much. So can you tell us a little bit about how Milton's Secret came up? Was it based on your story as you were growing up?
It was, but the core story came from a book by Eckhart Tolle, a children's book by Eckhart Tolle and Robert Friedman, and I was given the galleys to it a long time ago. And I thought I realized I could see myself in that story, and I thought I could make a children's story into a film about themes that I thought were not very well explored in our culture. And I could make that film for adults. And yes, a lot of my own experience growing up is in the film, but it's really a movie about exploring thoughts and ideas that are most famously being spoken about in our country right now by Eckhart Tolle.
Exactly. And Michelle, you played an amazing teacher, a very caring teacher. Like, I feel like you're such a versatile actress. You could play in action films and serious films. So how is playing this teacher who would see bullying happen?
You know, we're living in an age where kids are so sensitive these days. I mean, I grew up in such a rough environment. For a child to actually think of taking his or her own life in the name of something that was posted on social media, to me is so sad. And I couldn't even imagine what that's like, to be that sensitive.
Yeah.
To value what's in your mind so much that you would throw everything else away. I just think that the message here is just to remind kids that, you're in control of that world. That everything that happens here is in your breath, it's in your alchemy.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a beautiful message. So to be able to be a part of it, was beautiful for me.
And Milton, the boy, he also was dealing with his parents, and they were arguing and on the verge of getting a divorce, and so his grandpa was kind of there for him. And can you explain more of why the grandfather was such a big role?
Well, the world that Milton lives in, his family are very, very stressed out. The town that he lives in is very uncertain and chaotic. There's businesses that are opening next door to businesses that are being shut down, and people are frazzled and frayed, and we all relate to that world. We just don't know what's going to happen next. Things are more chaotic than ever.
It's called 2008.
2008, 2009,
That's
2010.
true.
Yeah. Here we are 8 years later, and it's frantic and uncertain. And so the grandfather plays a man who has not missed a war since he was young enough to enlist until he got retired out. And he was really a gung-ho G.I. Joe guy. And along the way, he lost colleagues and comrades, and he was probably not a very good father, and he certainly wasn't a good husband, and his heart broke. And unlike Humpty Dumpty, he did put himself back together again, and now he has very different values. When he's with someone, he's with them. He's not thinking about this, he's not thinking about that. And so this boy has an experience of being involved with someone unlike anything he's ever experienced in his entire 12 years, who meets life very differently and who is very attuned and who accepts him not for what he does or what he might do, but for who he is. And that is the kind of experience that could change a young girl or a young boy's life forever. And that's what mattered to me.
Yeah.
To show that, to model a different kind of behavior, one that is very, very rare these days, and hopefully will become less rare.
Thank you so much.